Okay, a few questions have been asked. How do I make my short crust pastry? Because it's always crumbly and lovely. Well, I'm going to show you exactly how we're going to do it. It's really simple. There's only really 3 ingredients. One of them's a little bit controversial. I'll show you anyway. One of the main ingredients that changes the flavour of my short crust I've found is butter, where I've been experimenting. So if you're going for a quality short crust, get a really nice quality butter, because that makes the world of difference. Now I've got a salted one. I know some of the chefs say, oh, I'm not doing that, I want to control the amount of salt. But I find the one in this country life is just about right. And that's really the main ingredient that changes the flavour of your short crust. Obviously, the other ingredient that we're looking at is the flour. Now, I've found a good balance between cheap and dear, if you want, and that is the one from Lidl. I find that's just reliable. I did try the Aldi one, and it just didn't work as well. But that one's from Lidl, and I think it's about 80p maybe for that big bag. Now, the controversial bit, I always put half a teaspoon of baking powder in, just to give it that little bit of lift. Not everyone does that, but that's just what I do. Okay, so what's the ratios? Well, it's really quite simple. It's a 4-2-1. So the butter, that one, weighs 250 grams. So what I do is I put 500 grams in of flour, 250 grams of butter, and approximately 100 to 125 ml of water. And that's it. No, nothing hard and fast. It's 4-2-1. 4 parts flour, 2 parts butter, 1-ish part water. Again, that can vary with the flour and the actual temperature in the room. Okay, 500 grams of flour in my stand mixing bowl, and then I've cut the butter, which is at room temperature, into cubes. I'm going to tip that in there. And just the half a teaspoon of baking powder, that's all. And that's going into the stand mixer for about 5 minutes, and then we'll keep adding the water, and I'll show you how that comes along. Okay, I've turned that on, just on gentle to turn it over for a minute or two, and then I'll just slowly but surely add the water. Okay, that's been 5 minutes, and you can see how it is there, and what you'll need it to do when you squeeze it should come together like that. Okay, I'm just going to tip that out and see it's still quite crumbly, so be careful. Then what you're going to do, all you're going to just gently just pull that together. Okay, there it is. After about 7 minutes, you can see how it's come together. Don't be too precious about bits of butter showing. They'll just add to the flavour of it.